Welcome to today's full body workout using the Allegro 2 from Balanced Body Tower of Power setup. Now for this tower workout, we're also incorporating the Pilates arc. This is made out of foam. It's very light. You guys can use it for mat work. You can use it for tower work or reformer work. It's a great piece just to add on as a fun prop for you guys to challenge oblique, spine, a little bit of hip work. It's fantastic. So today we'll be using that with our tower setup, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my arc to face the tower. I've got this well piece right here. I've got this ledge. So be mindful of where you are in space. I'll be guiding you if you need more space in the well area for your lower spine or where your pelvis should be planted with this arc. I also use these little pads. So these are great little rubber pads for the spine or the rib cage for some exercises. You guys can use a towel if you don't have that. And from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my arc where it is, take my body without any equipment, first thing, into the well. And I want to begin with a couple of exercises to warm up my spine. So I'm gonna go ahead, get nice and tall right here. And then from that position, bringing the hands behind the head. Straight wrists, elbows behind as I lengthen and get tall. I'm going to rotate towards my right as I exhale. Inhale back at center. Exhale left. Inhale back at center. So think of how much length you can possibly get in that spine, like you're lifting upwards with those hands to help your head. Feel that length. Back of the neck. Inhale to exhale. And inhale to exhale. Feel that middle spine as you rotate. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. One more each. Two, exhale. And last one here, you guys. And rotate. Very nice. From that position, I want you to find your pelvis now placed on the little top part of the front. From there, my sit bones are grounded. I'm just going to go ahead and organize my body. And from this position, what I want to do is reaching my left arm forward. Now, what I want to do with my other arm is just reach back as I inhale and I exhale. Now alternate. Other arm reaches, inhale and exhale. So I'm in a little mini chest lift. My legs are planted, but when I reach my arm, I change that center of gravity. It's an inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Keep those arms long and reaching towards your tower. Long in the elbow. Inhale to exhale. One more each. To exhale. And last one. Good. Now pause right here. Make sure that everything feels good in the pelvic position. You know, you have that space in your lower back area. Sit bones are just on the end of this arc. From this position, what we're going to do is draw both legs up to a tabletop position. Hands behind the head. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my arc as I inhale backwards into extension. I exhale, lift. I inhale backwards. I exhale, lift. Now keep your legs as still as you can as you do your chest lift. And inhale. Exhale. Two more. One more. Pause from where you are. All you're going to do is drop down through the right, twist the left, exhale, and exhale. Really focus on that rotation. Support your head, dip your toes, tap your foot, reach, and reach. Keep going, across, across. It's an exhale. And exhale, one more each side. Rotate and rotate. Nice, you guys. Gently place your feet back down. What you can do is scoot your tail forward, reach your body back over the arc. This feels actually really good in the upper spine. If you feel comfortable enough, you can keep your head on that arc and then reach the arms overhead, or just hold your head where you have it. Let the chest open. If you reach your arms overhead, you can draw a nice big circle, arms down, up and around. Big circle. We'll do one more big reach and around. Nice job. Use your hands on the mat surface to bring you up. Now let's talk about incorporating our tower work next. So I've got the roll down bar. I've got the second eyelet from the top, short yellow attachment. I'm going to make sure that I grip the middle of the bar with my hand. Okay, so we'll be in a side lying position. I want you to scooch this arc piece just to the edge of your mat. Now, if you are running out of spring tension, if you need more tension, you can push it slightly this way or lift up with your attachment on the bar, okay? So I've got my hand in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my bottom thigh, my right thigh, right in the little well of my arc. So this one feels really good. We're gonna go ahead and keep our wrist nice and straight, elbow nice and straight. I start right here, letter T. I reach out as I inhale. Reach, 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 reach. Now here's my exhale. I actually side bend, draw the bar with you. Lift, 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 lift. And again, I come to letter T and I reach out over that arc. How much can you lengthen right here? Then let that bar draw you back, side bend, reach overhead. Come back to letter T, reaching 3. And all the way back. Back to letter T. We'll go for 2 more. Reaching out. So we're priming our body for a little bit of oblique work, if you can't tell. Reaching overhead. And your last one right here. It's a nice big reach with the arm. And all the way and reaching overhead. Very nice. Now, what I'd love for you to do is take your body down, support your head with your bottom arm, make contact with your rib cage on that arc surface. Now I've got that arm in line with my shoulder and my hip. My foot is grounded. As I breathe out, I bring my body lifting, exhale, feel that all your air comes out. Inhale back, exhale, inhale back. Notice what I'm doing with my head. I'm not side bending too much and losing it. Keep it with my spine. Think of this more like a side lift. And inhale. And we go for 5, 2, inhale. And exhale, 4. And inhale. Exhale, 3. And inhale. Exhale, 2. And inhale. Exhale, 1. And back. Let's pause. Now from this position, we're going to do a little combination movement. So make sure your hips are stacked. You've got enough pushed back here in the well. I'm going to lift that top leg. I'm going to lower the leg. Now here comes that side body again. I lower down. Exhale. Leg down. Body up. Back and down. And leg. Flex your foot. Pay attention to the side glute every time that you lift. Hips are stacked. Keep your body working. Get that whole left side firing here. We have 5 more. Lift leg, lower leg, lift body. And 4. I know for some of you, you request a lot of glute work. We have to remember that side lying work is amazing to activate those side glutes. Last two. One more time. Excellent job. Beautiful. So now that that left side has gotten its turn, let's do the other side. So let's go ahead and let go of the bar. We're going to go ahead and transfer to the other side, holding the bar at the center. And I've got my body now stacked facing the other way. So the first part of this was all about that reach. We were beginning here at this letter T. We're going to be reaching out, lengthening, and then lifting as you exhale. And back to letter T. Reaching out, lengthen, lengthen. Lifting as you exhale. And letter T. How much can you reach outwards? And then lift like that side lift. And two more. Reaching out all the way back. And one more. Reaching and all the way back. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and lower back into that position. Hand is nice and straight with the wrist. Other hand behind our head. Okay, so this is all about you keeping everything stacked. Now focusing on this right side. As I breathe out, right to there, feel that. Inhale back. Exhale. So for some of you, you might feel different on one side of your trunk versus the other. And that's okay. Here's 3. And inhale. Exhale. 4. Really feel that lift come from that side oblique. And 5. Exhale. 6. Breathing into lower. And 7. Inhale back. Exhale. 8. Inhale back. Last 2, you guys. Lifting. And your last one right here. And we're going to pause right here. Now comes the leg. We go leg up, leg down, side body lift, lower back. Exhale, inhale, exhale to inhale. And lift. Keep going, you guys. Keep your head with the rest of your body. Keep it supported. Breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Breathing to lift. Make sure you're flexing that top leg, that foot. Good. And lift. And 7. And lift. Really good. Keeping that spine. 8. Feeling the side glutes, of course. And 9. And lift. We have one more here, you guys. It's an exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Woohoo! Good job. Let's go ahead and pause. Excellent. Now with that bar and with your body from this position, we're going to find that little ledge before we come back here with our sit bones. I want to have some space in my low back for this one. Now, your grip is going to be on the outsides of the hardware, but to get down into this position, use your hand behind you and just place your body so you have one hand on that bar. You've got all of the space under. So now we have both hands on the bar, and what we're going to do is play around with a little bit of rowing. So I've got this C curve going on. As I exhale, I pull my arms to my brow line. I inhale forward. I exhale. I inhale. So every time you breathe out, think about really using that center right at your lower ribs and inhale. Elbows go out. Keep going. We got 5, 2, inhale, 4, and inhale, 3, and inhale, 2, and 1 to inhale. Very nice. Now you can take a little break for your neck if you're feeling any kind of tension just by tipping your body backwards and placing your head on that arc just for a moment. Okay, it's a little bit of a break. Breathing in. Now exhale, rebuild. Come back to that little mini curl. Now what we're going to do here is something a little bit different. I've got the bar not pushing down, but a little bit higher. From that position, tabletop legs, looking at your knees. As you pull the bar in, extend the legs like a teaser. Inhale back, clear that bar. Exhale, pull. Inhale, clear that. Exhale, 3. So I'm really taking the bar to the same location. Turns into full body exercise, doesn't it? Exhale, pull. Inhale back. Exhale, pull. Keep going. We got 4 more. Lower abdominals, squeezing inner thighs. And 3, 2, inhale. And 2. And inhale. One more time. Nice and strong. Pull to your body. Hold that. Squeeze it for 5, 4. Hold your shape for 3, 2. And then carefully bend, pause, replace, and gently come up. Doesn't that feel nice? All right. So that is a good little sequence to practice on the tower using the arc, focusing on the obliques, as well as the front. Okay, you guys, we're going to move on to the next set of exercises. For this next exercise, I have flipped my arc facing now the other direction. I've moved my pads up to the top part of this arc, and that's because it's going to support my ribs face down. Now, I've also moved my roll down bar to the top eyelet on the corner. You guys can adjust that depending on the equipment you have at your studio or your home. Be mindful. Where this is makes a difference. If it's too close, we won't be able to go anywhere. We want to make sure we're back a little bit here so that we have some movement for the arms. So what I'm going to do is think about the center of my arc, the center of the seam of my tower setup. Now, for those of you that are uncomfortable putting pressure on this part of your body, add more padding. Make sure that you're on the rib cage here. You're not on the broad line. So you've got this piece right here, right where your ribs are. Okay? So that gives me the ability to lift my bra line off the arc. Now I've got my toes tucked forward here. I'm going to engage my hamstrings and my glutes. From this position, I grab the outsides of the hardware. Now, what I want to think about, I am tucking my pelvis, squeezing my glutes. I'm going to lift into back extension as I gently push the arms down, hold, and then gently come back. So we want to feel lats, we want to feel armpits. If I push the bar straight down, I squeeze my bum, I feel a lot of work back there. Gently come back. Exhale. 2, inhale. And lift. And back. Now notice, can you engage your core while you are prone here? That's going to help a lot for you to get a little bit more back extension. And lifting up. 2, inhale forward. And lift. And forward. Keep your head with your spine here. Just that hover. Last one. And return. Great. If you need to make adjustments, do that now. Let's go ahead and find the same position. Engage the back of the thighs. You're going to be pushing downwards here. As you lift up, we're going to hold the position. I'm supporting with my core. All I'm going to do is bend the elbows, pull it in, lengthen forward. Continue if you can. Pull in 2 and lengthen. And 3, use those lats. Think about pushing the bar to the mat. 4, you're in back extension. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And 5, lengthen, then replace. Take a moment here, breathing in. Tucking pelvis, squeezing bum, pushing down. Coming back into the bend. 2, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Last 2, you guys. Keep your bum squeezing. Keep your hamstrings turned on. One more time. And lengthen. Lower your body, release that bar, and then just carefully dismount to the side. So you can see what I mean by getting that proper placement of this part of our body right on the top of this. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next group of exercises. All right, so for this setup, what I have now is my long yellow. Technically, my arm springs, okay? But here's the thing. Start with the yellow if you can. Then if you feel good with the purple, you can go with the purple leg springs a little bit lower if that's what you choose to do. I want them higher for this exercise for me because it gives me a little bit different angle of tension for my glutes. That's why I'm placing them so high. So what I'm going to do with my arc, in that case, slide down slightly. So now I've got the seam of my mat near about the top third of my arc position, okay? I've got my mats, slide them down to pad my rib cage. This is a sideline series again, so I want to go ahead and face you guys. Here's my spring tension. I climb into my little well here. Thigh is in the little well resting. I'm going to grab my spring, place it on my foot. Now, what you're going to notice is there's a lot of this pull that direction, right? So your job is to keep your hips stacked back here and then really feeling this hand, my hand here, just cupping my arc so I can hold that. All right, so now that I've got my position, I'm going to push and hold. Now let's talk about lines of tension, right? So I've got that higher versus lower. Higher is going to want to bounce me up. So I've got to use my inner thigh to counter that resistance. And inhale in. Exhale, push. Inhale in. Now push on that straight line, down versus going up. Focus on that resistance. 5. Exhale, 6. For those of you that ask me all the time, do more glute workouts, think about doing a glute max, glute med, and a lot of single leg work, okay? That's really great for the glutes. Last time right here and hold. Now, here's the tricky one. We're gonna flex the foot. We're coming forward on this imaginary line. I'm gonna slice the air. I'm reaching back. Now, I'm not popping up. I'm countering that resistance. A lot of glute. Hips are stacked. Come back forward, imaginary line. Exhale. Kick back, squeeze. Inhale. And exhale. Notice my upper body doesn't move. It's just staying in one place. And forward. And push. And forward. And press. Imagine that line straight back. 7. And forward. And 8. And forward. And 9. And forward. And 10. Feels so good on the glute. Come back. We're going to pause right here. Take a moment. Deep breath. Hold what you got. Good. Now, what we're going to do also is an internal lift. So this looks a little bit funny because of where the spring is, but I want you guys just to twist your knee and your toes down. Internal hip rotation. I'm coming down against resistance. I go straight up, down, lift, 3, lift, 4, lift. Feel that side glute. 5, lift. 6, work with your resistance. 7, don't fight it. 8, 9, one more time. All right, you guys, very nice. Gently bring that in. You're gonna let your spring go gently. We're going to pivot and come off to the other side so we can grab our spring tension and bring it with us for our setup for the other leg. If anything has shifted, go ahead and fix that now. And here we go. We're gonna come on back down into our well. We've got our bottom leg bent, top leg long. I've got my hand in that little divot to hold my body. And again, I'm working with spring tension coming from a higher position. So I want to make sure my hips are stacked, not moving around. And I go pushing straight. 1 and 2. Exhale. 3. Think of that straight line. Push through that heel. 4. Exhale. 5. And 6. And 7. Exhale. 8. Pushing straight. 9. And hold it. Good. Now we come forward. And then we push and squeeze. We come forward. And we push and squeeze. So really squeeze right here. Control your hips. Make sure that you are not shifting backwards. And forward. And back. And forward. And press. So really squeezing for that side kick. Inhale. 2, exhale. Look for that spring tension to come with you. Don't fight it. Just reach into that tension, reaching back. Last 2 here. Squeezing that glute. And your last 1. Beautiful job. Let's pause. Internal lift. We got the knee down, toes down. We're here. We come up 1 and push. 2 and push. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going, you guys. 7, 8. Feel that side glute. 9 and 10. Amazing. Carefully take that strap off your foot. Release your spring with caution. And let's go ahead and step off to the side and get ready for the next round of exercises. We're going to continue our workout with the short blues. So obviously these are for the footwork or push through bar series. We're going to use them a little bit differently today. If you don't want to use them, you want to use your short yellows, that's fine. That's completely up to you. I, however, want a little more tension for this series. So I'm going to go ahead and have both of my blue springs with my long loops. Now I'm going to straddle the bed, which means my sit bones are just past the seam in the mat surface and I'm facing my tower. Now what I want to be challenged on is, can I keep my pelvic position, my spine position as I go into my arm work here? From this position, I'll scooch back a little bit more. I want my palms to face in, and I'm thinking of pulling my elbows down and back as I exhale and inhale. So think of those lats, the angle of pull, right? We're pulling down and back. 2, inhale forward, exhale. 3, inhale forward. Some of you have always said that my workouts on here are effective. It's because we're thinking of lines of tension, right? Traditional Pilates combined with lines of tension, pulling back, working with those lines of where the muscle fibers are. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Ooh, notice your spine and then come back forward and pause for a moment here. Now, what I want you to think about right here is maintaining your spine nice and tall, but you're going to be rotating. So as I pull my right arm, I will face you. I'm going around, 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 a little more lower lat, squeeze it, and then come back to center. Lengthen your arm, other side. Rotate, squeeze. This one feels really good, especially with those heavier springs. Exhale. Feels so good. Getting stronger. No side bending, just rotating. Nice, you guys. Look how slow and controlled that can be, going back and then coming back to center and going back and back to center. Around and lengthen and around and lengthen. We got 5 more each. Rotate to lengthen and rotate to lengthen. Think of twisting along the axis of your spine. Nice, you guys. Keep going. Twist. Keep your feet pushing gently into the ground. Keep you nice and tall. And twist. And twist. We got 1 more each, you guys. So good. And your last one right here. Ooh, and come on back to center. Beautiful job. Let's take a moment from where you are. The only thing I'd like for you to do here is just place 1 foot at a time back onto the mat surface. Now, if you're okay in your hip flexors, lengthen out through your legs. You can flex your feet, squeeze your bum, get nice and tall. Soft knee bend is okay. And then from here, I just want to go ahead and turn my palms to face the sky. I'm going to go pulling into a little bit of a bicep row. Now with this one, I want to hold this for 5. Keep my chest proud for 4, for 3, 2, and then lengthen. So isometric, right? We hold it back. This is great for posture. This is great for upper body strength. 2 and lengthen. Here is 3. It's a 5, 4, 3, 2, and lengthen. And pull back for 5. Feel those lats right now, really talking for 4, 3, 2, and lengthen. Let's do 1 more. It's an exhale, tall spine, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lengthen from what you have. Beautiful job. Go ahead and reach towards your toes, little forward fold right here. Lengthen those arms. Take a moment. Deep breath. Nice work. All right, you guys. Time to change out our springs. Let's go ahead and gently release what we have. And we're going to organize a couple of items here. I want to bring down my push-through bar. So I'm going to go ahead and step up. Move a couple items around, make some space on my storage. And I should just tell you guys that the cool thing about the Allegro 2, which I always talk about, but it has all these storage little eyelets in the back. So you can hang up your springs, get everything out of the way, which is really nice, keeps it nice and clean and tidy. All right, so now we've got our push-through bar. Okay, so we want to do a couple of items. I want to make sure that I have a top-loaded spring for this. Top-loaded red to the eyelet. That's 1 full spring for those of you that don't have the Allegro 2. And here we go. Removing my safety strap. Get that out of the way. And here I have my top-loaded spring. All right, so what I want to start with here is just thinking of pulling my body under right here. So I've got my feet on my headrest, my arms are long, my spine is connected to the mat briefly. It's a little series that I learned a long time ago and I still use it. I absolutely love it. Really, really slow and controlled with the spine, but very effective. So I'm going to go ahead and head and chest. Now lines of pull, like we were talking about earlier, Lift the bar, lift the bar, lift the bar, up, 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 up. Notice your upper abdominals. Now, once you're here, keep lifting, lifting, and lifting. And then go slow all the way down. Little different setup than some of you guys are used to. Exhaling, lift up. Peel your spine, use your abdominals. I'm thinking of pushing that bar up and then rolling back and down. Nice and slow. Good, you guys. So it's a little roll up here with the feet planted. Really feeling all that effort. And rolling back and down. Now, if some of you are too tall for this, right? You can put your box, your long box on the ground behind your reformer, behind your tower, just over here, and place your feet on that. That's a modification. And rolling back. Excellent job. From that position, draw the legs to tabletop. Now, some of you know what's happening just from the looks of it. But as I roll up, I extend my legs, I reach out past my tower, I'm into my teaser, and I roll back and down. Nice and slow and controlled. We get a little bit of help from that spring, but we're really working on pushing the bar up, energy through that teaser, and rolling it back. Sneaky exercise, right? One of those sneaky ones. Here's 3. Lift, 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 and roll. 2 more. Lifting up. Strong with that teaser. Roll it back. And your last one. Reach as long as you can. Roll your body back and then placing your legs back and down. Nice work. Go ahead and keep one hand on the bar, other hand on the bed. Gently roll up. Push your body back gently and then placing our feet here on the corners of our tower. All right, so what I want to do now is bring my left hand to the center, my right arm out to side. I'm going past my side reach. I'm going backwards. Inhale, inhale, inhale to that window. Now I'm going under the bar, lift the bar across. So a little bit bigger range of motion. Side reach, we go past it. We go way over, a little side bend, obliques. And around. And 3. And around. We'll go for 2 more. It feels so good after doing all of that abdominal work in today's workout. Through the lats, a little bit of stretching from those rows. And around. Now you can anchor right here. You can hold on to that ankle. You can push the bar up. Okay, so get a little bit more of that push-pull action. Gently come back. Hand in the center of the bar. Now we go for the other side. We come open for the side reach. We go way back behind. And then I come around and I lift the bar and I dive underneath. And I reach it back open. And around. Feels so good. Lats especially, big, big stretch. And around. Last 2, you guys, reaching back. And through. One more time. Lengthen through the legs, reach the arm. Smooth it out. And reach it back and hold. Hold on to the ankle, push the bar up. Push and pull and rotate right here. Feels so, so good. Excellent. Excellent job. For the last exercise, we're going to do the tower exercise. So I need to change my spring tension. I'm going to lower my push-through bar. I'm going to begin with my safety strap. And I want to go from the under and then up. So it brings the bar up this direction. From that position, I'm going to go on the second eyelet for me. I'm going to move my red spring down to the bottom eyelet and then attach that to my push-through bar, okay? So for this exercise, it's not for everybody. You want to have a healthy spine to do it. There is a lot of precision with the movement. You don't want to power up and push into this bar. Go really slow. Think of using your abdominals versus putting pressure on your spine behind you. Use your arms. That's another good one. So push into the tower pulls like I'll show you and get some of that foundation from the upper body. All right, let's go ahead and gently come down. Watch your head. Find your arms on your tower. Okay, so what I can do to get my feet on here is use one hand and I can push up and then grab it with the other hand. There's one foot on the bar, followed by the other. All right, so what I want to do with my feet is make sure I have just a modified ankle, not too high, not too low, modified position. I'm going to go ahead and just flex the feet, point the feet. Now here comes my rolling from my center, from my abs. I lift my body. I hold at the top. I bend. I extend. And I go slow all the way back. I flex. I point and roll. Rolling back. Flex and point. Big exhale. Flex and point. Last few right here. Use your arms. Focus on that spine. And gently lower by just grabbing the bar with your hands and taking one foot out at a time and lower the bar back and down. Nice work, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this full body tower workout using the arc, doing lots of different positions with our spine for our core, as well as playing with the spring tension for different exercises. If you guys have questions about today's workout, drop it in the comment box below. If you guys have not subscribed, please do that and give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys are looking for upgrading your equipment, make sure to check out the description below. I have a 5% discount code with Balanced Body if that's something that you're interested in. It does save you a lot of money when you are making a big purchase, like purchasing equipment like this. All right, you guys, thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.